Today I met with Jimmy Brooks, who just happens to be the Mayor of Skegness. We discussed the Skegness streetlights, people's opinions on them, and how Jimmy can help put those point of views across. Jimmy met me within his capacity as a councillor and is keen to represent the people of Skegness and bring the best that he can to the town.
So very luckily today we've got a little bit of time from our friend Jimmy here, who is a Lincolnshire County Councillor and has been working hard to try and cater for what people's have been saying about the lights and changing them. And from your perspective, Jimmy, what have you discovered and what's next?
Basically, we saw your post, it drew his attention to it more. Saw all the comments from all the residents, and obviously we listened to the residents, and basically we've stopped the works on the lights at the moment. And I have to agree with you, I'm not a fan of the new lights that we're actually putting in. So we put a stop, we're doing an engagement, and we want people to engage online with this and basically get like that, really.
Yeah, which is a great way to go, because I think any time when you get negative feedback, the council in general, when the council say they're doing this or they're doing that, and you tend to get people coming on there and they can't say anything positive, and I think that comes from people just feeling a bit disconnected. So what you've managed to do there by actually getting a consultation, people get a chance to have their say, and there should be no reason for anyone to complain about that, should there?
No, you can't please everyone, but we are trying to do the engagement so people can have their say. There's going to be lots of different options on there for them to choose from, and it'll be totally open and transparent. You can see price, time scale, basically. But I'm hoping there's going to be a comments box on there where they can put something else on there.
Yeah. So I mean that's great. So noticing some of the comments, it seems to me that we're about 95%, maybe a little more, are saying they much prefer the old lights to the new one. They're more in keeping with the town and its old traditional seaside heritage. And of course there's investment that's going into the cinema, the shops on the front there, Allison's, probably other places, to keep the town looking historical and attractive. So it seems a shame to be doing the opposite with the lights. I know that you told me that you didn't know this was happening with the lights because it happened before you were in.
Yeah, that's right. In 2024, it was the previous Conservative administration. They passed this through. Basically, it's been on the works programme ever since then. And obviously, it's come up changing the lights. It wasn't until we put a post out and people were saying we're not happy with these. I was like, oh, hang on a minute, let's see if we can fill himself and put a stop to this. Spoke to Highways, they were fantastic. They listened to us and the residents. Stopped it straight away. Doing this engagement so that we can you can have your say, basically.
Yeah, I see. Well, really, the people say.
Absolutely.
My first post was neutral.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to put my head on the chopping block. Then when people said what they thought, I thought, right, okay, I feel the same. I'm going to go for this and see what we can do. So there would be a couple of things that I wanted to address. People have been saying that this could be a waste of money. If the other ones are a viable option, they're saving a bit of money, we can have the alien spacecraft in on the poles.
Yeah.
Now, to address that, I've done quite a bit of research on this, and I've got someone within the council from the inside who's telling me what's going on, and they're in the meetings, and they're telling me what's being discussed.
Yeah.
There's a consideration the old ones may go back up, they've been dragged back out the skip, and there is no log or record of the last 25 years of the old ones being up, that they've been maintained at all. There's never been a fault, i.e. You said yesterday on the wall, and this is just what you've been told, that
absolutely.
They're difficult to maintain, and that's part of the reason why they need to be upgraded. But whoever has told you this is either misinformed or mistaken, because there's never been any maintenance done to them. There isn't an issue getting into them, they're a simple clip system, and I've got a video of that to show that they just clip off, they come out. There's 19 lights, one of them has got a centimetre of water, two of them have got evidence that there's been water in them, but the other ones are all fine. So, I mean, there is a way, there's got a little hole drilled in, water could come out, that's what everyone else would do, and electricians I spoke to said that could happen. So there really isn't a need for anything to happen at all. We could get another 10 years.
Yeah, well, this is it. Unfortunately, they're out of warranty now, so this is what I've been told. They're out of warranty. They've been having issues with them. That's what I've been told. So that's basically all I can base my evidence on.
Of course, yeah.
and obviously the consultation. Hopefully there's a box on there, or you could even send an email with your comments to Highways as well.
Yeah, yeah. Well, if I send them an email and put it in the comments, they're going to get it. And they're just going to throw it.
No.
If I get you know, several thousand people behind me and they put hundreds of comments in my statement, then they'll put the view across. If they've got to go online and do a form, very few people will do that.
I think it's going to be a short form. What let's believe it's going to be straightforward, easy for people to understand. If it's not, give me a shout and I'll go back to them and say, because things need to be straightforward and simple.
Yeah, of course they do.
Simple as that, really.
And you know, we live busier lives now. You know, we all are struggling for time now. You more than anyone, because I'm good friends with AD, and I spent a lot of time with AD when he was mayor, and I understand and appreciate how many hours you do. I know that you'll be going to bed late, emails and reading stuff.
Plenty of emails.
And it's full on, and you won't get anywhere near any degree of payment, whatever you do get. It's going to be nowhere near the hours you put in. It's a labour of love. And there has been a couple of people saying that I should run for mayor. Not many, but I couldn't do it. Because for one, I couldn't read the emails. I wouldn't have the time and commitment to put in that you do. And I couldn't be dealing with all the arguing. So
you do it with a smile, Michael. That's the main thing.
Therefore, what you're doing is awesome, and you should get more credit for it, and so should people like you.
It's the job you choose, isn't it? And you know, I don't do it for anything apart from trying to help people. As simple as that. Simple as that.
Yeah, which is wonderful, and I guess I can put my bit in a different way, and I'm going to use social media to do that.
Absolutely, why not? If it helps everyone. This is it.
Well, I'm going to try my best.
More informed, the better. That's what I'd say.
And we can all just do our best. I intend to spend more of my time in local places, show what the town's got to offer, and rising tides lifts all ships. But I couldn't do what you could do for several reasons. So there's appreciation for that. And in case there's any misunderstanding, you've really tried. Your point of view here is, unless I'm misunderstanding it, is you're representing the town, representing the people, and you're trying to bring forward what everyone wants so that there's a fair shot for the correct things to happen. And sometimes you're going to be against it from the top, aren't you?
Of course, absolutely, without a doubt.
But you're just doing your best.
I'm doing what I can to like for the best for the residents. That's where my main focus is, really, to be honest. It is the residents. Everything else comes second. Simple as that.
So it isn't the case that you're somehow on their side and not for the residents. You're for the residents.
For the residents.
But there's only so much you can do.
This is it. And obviously, say for example in the future, you never know, you might want to stand for council and push your way forward.
If you'll read me all the emails, then that'd be great. I couldn't do it. But being dyslexic,
you'll understand it's not as straightforward as everybody thinks.
No, it isn't.
It is quite tough, to be fair. Like you say, you can't please everyone. So you just got to keep doing and do the best for what you think the residents want.
Yes, definitely.
Simple as that.
And I think if this one would be a great step for transparency. If some of the confusion that I've highlighted there can be a little bit more openly put on the table, so people get a fairer shot. And maybe there could be a simpler way for people to have the say filling out a form online, because very few people are going to do that, which means that people are disengaged. You could say, well, not you could say, but it could be said that if people aren't prepared to engage and fill the form in line, then they're not interested enough, and that's their fault. But really, it's how things have changed. People will put on a people could put on, said Skegness Standard or Go Skegness or my page and have a vote. What's your view? Which one would you go for? And it would be a much easier way for people to have a say than a form online is my view.
I will be sending you, once it's all finished, I will be sending you the link to the form so you can have a look, and hopefully you'll be able to push for your viewers to fill it out as well, really.
Yeah. Well, we'll certainly give that a shot. I'd love to have some degree of consultation on whether they do actually need changing. Or whether we could have
finding out, Michael. I'll be on the phone until we're finished from you to that.
That's smashing. As I understand, and I've got some pictures of someone who's working with me, the insides, there is no rust or issues around the lighting. It's right at the bottom of the dome where there has been, in just one of them, some water. and they could still function. And there's lots of other things the town could use. I hesitate to say the word, but I think you know what I'm going to say. That there's potholes and there's curbs and things that could be dealt with, and it's probably a different department and too complex. But changing those is a waste of money, in my view, and I believe you'll do your best.
Well, I'll do my best, and obviously at the end of the day, it's whatever people will fill out the engagement and decide. And they may like the flying saucer ones, as you've mentioned, or they may want to go for something totally different. But it's all going to say how long it's going to take, how much it's going to cost.
War of the Worlds is the. I think they look a little bit like.
Yes, that was it. Yes.
But look north. They had a great little theme with it, with the with that, didn't they? And it's been on the Lincolnshire Echo as well, and it'll probably go a little further. But surely it's all good community spirit. People get a chance to have their say.
Well, this is it. You know, people can have a smile, have a laugh about it, say what they want. Some people will be serious. Just, you know, whatever it is, just engage. As simple as that.
Mm-hmm.
Simple as that.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't really know of a better way to engage than just put it on social media, and people kind of had their say.
It's a start, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a start.
And I'd love to. I mean, it would be great if I could have a discussion with someone, and maybe they could explain to me why those lights couldn't stay up. Maybe you could help us.
I'll see what I can do, Michael. I will give a phone call and see what they say. Obviously about the issues you've mentioned. Because, like I say, I'm no light expert by any means. To be honest,
it can make me lightheaded.
Yeah, absolutely.
But hopefully you'll shine a light on it. And,
well, with any luck.
And brighten up our day.
Yeah. Thank you for being our guiding light.
We need to put all that at the start. That was good. Well, that was great to talk with you. Anything else you want me to add? Like, this was a party political broadcast for me.
No, just putting obviously previous comments, obviously the previous administration.
Yeah.
But no, that's whatever you think. It doesn't matter to me. You know, I'm happy to take whatever comes.
Yeah. Well,
as simple as that.
You're on the side of the people, aren't you? Really?
Well, yeah. Well, that's what. You know, I try, Michael. I try. But as you know, you don't know. If you get into council, you all know it is so. Sometimes it's like climbing up a hill.
That's why I wouldn't want to do it.
Yeah. But I think people get frustrated. A lot of people get frustrated. They join and then they go.
And I would very quickly become unpopular because I wouldn't have the patience for the.
You do have that patience.
Yeah. You know, in my view, there's a lot of things that could change, and old-fashioned views and opinions hold back the town, and we do need to modernise them. Not with the lights, but we could be really racing forward to a better future with Skegness.
Oh yeah.
Countries around the world that are really racing forward are the ones that spend less time bogged down with red tape ones. You know, the Dubai's and China's racing ahead, where we're all endlessly tied up with paperwork and time wasting.
Yeah, it's a long old slog to get things done, but that is the way all the councils always work in the UK. It's not like a business. It's a business normally. If you needed a printer, you can get one. Council will take that one.
Yes, exactly. And for example, if these lights do get replaced, you know, say that the dome bit can't just have a fitting go into that, where everything else is fine, then those lights would be worth at least £200 each. And I could very easily push, you know, who would like a piece of Skegness, history? They're famous, they've been on the news. We could get you to sign them, and one day if I ever do better I could sign them. We could try and get £200 each, and then we could put it into something in the town. I mean, that's how a business would work, isn't it?
Yeah. But whether that would happen, that's a different conversation, I believe, with the council.
Yeah, probably.
I'll mention it to them. But
well, just let me know where they are.
I will.
I'll pinch them one night, sell them for the council, do some books, and then we'll do some So one thing I could do for the town that would be great, because obviously this, you know, a couple of people have said that I've slowed down the guys working, and that's had a cost aspect to it. So if there's any events that this could work for, I could find 50 flags of your choice that could just decorate something that's going on, like the Sow Festival or something like that. So I'll contribute something to the town.
Oh, right, lovely. I will mention it to the highways and see what they say.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Thank you ever so much.
And
you.
Thank you.
And well done to your camera lady.
That's me.
Did you press record?
No, oh, God, don't say that.
Yeah, that's good. How long do you reckon that was?
An hour.
And I felt it. I know it's
Was it about
hard.
8 minutes?
No, 14.
Oh, right, okay.
Do you know that? And I know it's hard for you because I know you've got to be careful not to say anything you shouldn't. Because
It's
someone
like
can
anything,
take a little sound bite and
this is
says, "You've said that China's
Yeah.
better than Skegness."
This is it. This is what they do. But so, you know, you got to expect it.
Yeah.
So you know, you try.
And I do know you work your bollocks off because I've seen it with AD.